Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Opp Block.
Hello, everybody. Hello. It's so nice to see everybody in here. Oh, that's what's missing. For some reason, that's all right. Hello. It's so nice to see everybody. For some reason, one of my docs is missing. It's okay. I don't really care that much.
Are you doxing people?
No. For some reason, oh, there it is. How do I put this in here? Okay, that's not what I wanted. Interesting. Okay. Is this it? Okay, there we go. Okay. For some reason, the my ability to see like the stream health and everything disappeared off my it just disappeared, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
That could be a little bit of a problem.
Oh yeah, no. We're good now. Hello, everybody. Hello. We are just like, popping back in. It's so nice to see everybody today. You're all such beautiful people. I hope you guys know that. I hope you guys know that each and every one of you are loved and should be loved. We're going to be going over some interesting topics. This is somewhat of an older topic that's come back up recently. And I thought it would be really important to kind of go over it. Because I think I was around for this quote-unquote drama, and this creator recently came back to the internet as of like this past year. So I think it'd be really cool to go over it.
You have to say it like that.
What? The sound of the music?
No, the dono message. You just literally just...
Monies?
Bro.
Monies?
Bro.
Okay. Am I apologetic with how desperate I am? No.
I mean, as long as you're honest about it.
Listen, we say this every stream. If someone wants to donate, they can. Please make sure you're donating from a spot that you don't, use your bills for.
Please don't be poor and donate.
I will literally hurt you if I find out that you are donating from your bills. I will find you. I will find you. Do not donate from your bills.
No paying for donos, dog.
I'm feeling kind of called out right now because. Never mind.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it.
No,
Don't worry about it.
Q. What's going on?
Don't worry about
Talk
it.
to us. Talk to us.
No,
I don't
it's
take
fine.
lunch money. Okay, so I saw something today, and I do want to kind of go over it. I do kind of want to go over. So, Quantum, you called me the danger indecisive live streamer. Who is calling me that?
What? I mean, you are indecisive.
What does that mean? I'm indecisive. What? I'm not indecisive. I'm actually very decisive.
Are you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to be.
Okay.
It comes with being older in my family. I'm the one that helps my parents out with medical decisions. So it's like, what can I do? I'm not bad at making choices, not at all. But hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Opp Block. I'm joined by two of my lovely hosts, and more of us will be joining us later today. It's the lovely, it's the illustrious, it's the velvety smooth, Q's Hood Ornament.
Am I feeling bonita today? Yes, I'm feeling very bonita today.
Are you really bonita?
Yes,
are you
I'm
the
very
truest
bonita.
of the bonitas?
Yes, I'm feeling very bonita.
Right.
I feel like I'm third wheeling something here. At this
You're not
point.
third wheeling anything, because joining us today is the effervescent, the lively, the whatever you want to call them. It's Makari.
Howdy, and we're playing this game like we scheduled D&D here. Nobody can show up.
Well,
With
yeah, you.
consistency.
Oh
Did you
my
call
god.
Did you call it Makari effervescent?
Yeah.
So like, is she like Vicks Vapor Rub effervescent?
I mean, that's actually interesting. Makari, what do you
I'm
think
gonna
on
hit
that?
you in the face with the whiplash,
You're
just
gonna-
like when Vic sent. That's all.
Oh no, that's true. That's true, because like Makari hits me with just like the wisdom of 1,000 suns, but then I realize that she's also just like young, and it hurts me every day because I'm just like, I'm old. I'm just literally an old human being.
No, Makari's an old soul. She's Benjamin Button.
Don't, Makari, would you identify yourself as Benjamin Button?
No, I just identify myself as a problem and deranged.
I actually, speaking of that, I do have a funny story about Vicks Vapor Rub before we begin stream. So, my mom immigrated here when she was 7, and her parents would always send her to the store, and things like that. But there was specifically one time that my grandparents were sick, and they asked her to pick up Vicks Vapor Rub. That's how they said it, because they were Hispanic. My mother is Cuban. And so my mother goes to the pharmacy and keeps asking for Vicks Vapor Rub because she doesn't know that it's not a medication and it's just an over-the-counter thing. I think she was like 14 or 15 at the time.
Please don't tell me she eats the Vapor Rub.
No, you never eat the Vapor Rub. Though we never put it under our feet. That's like a weird thing. I've heard, like, I get it, some people do it, and it's fine. I've just never thought putting Vicks on your feet was a really good idea. I don't know. Have you guys ever done that before?
I didn't know that was a thing.
I've never. Put
Yeah,
it
some
on my
people
feet.
put it on their feet.
How do you walk then?
You
I
don't.
hate that.
You like
You
let
don't?
it dry.
Oh, okay.
It's like a weird. It's because it's like the soothing thing, and it's got like the minty, balmy effect to it. So some people will put it on like the soles of their feet. It's a really bizarre thing.
Yeah, I've only ever put it on my chest.
Yeah,
as a
I've only
kid.
really put it under my chest. You really shouldn't put it. You gotta be very careful putting it under your nose. It is one of those things. You also, for those who don't know, yeah, you slap it in the humidifier, or they have little pods.
The vaporizer.
Yeah, they have. Well, yeah, but they have little pods, and you can throw them into the shower, and it'll like dissipate. Yeah, Medley says, yes, you put it on your feet and then put your socks back on before bed. I think it's more of a Hispanic thing. My family just never did it. I don't know if anybody else's family did it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. How you two doing today? You know what? I realized something. When we do these streams, I never ask how you guys are doing. We just jump into topics.
I mean, that's what I expect.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh my god.
I am
I mean,
existing.
I'm
We
fine.
took it out.
I went grocery shopping today. I got my beer. I'm ready to
Uh-huh.
go.
I've just been starting Space Marine 2, so.
Oh my god, Space
Yo,
Marine 2 so good.
uh,
Can we be brothers later?
Bakari, are you playing on do you play on Steam?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to play. I want to play later.
Yes.
Bet.
Brothers.
Play co-op.
Yeah. The co-op is actually really, really fun. It's so much like, I will say this.
Killjoy, I will play with you.
Yes,
I will play
Killjoy,
with you,
we will.
Killjoy.
There's something kind of magical about Space Marines 2 that it is hearkening to like that mid-aughts gameplay style and storytelling, but it doesn't feel disingenuous in a way, and it doesn't feel like it's pandering to a specific audience that isn't just, do you like older games? Do you like fun gameplay? That's all you need.
The
Okay,
game
so
is keys jingling in front of me. Where I'm just
Yes.
like, everything about this is just neuron firing.
so
I'm
here's
having
my
fun.
suggestion for people if they want to play a spooky game because we're literally knocking October's door. There is a game called Hollow Body, and it is built and presented in the same similar vein to Silent Hill 2.
Ooh.
It has PS2 era graphics, better control, similar story, kind of a similar storyline, but it's made by a smaller developer. Go look at it. It's great. I love it. Hollow Body is amazing. Play it with a controller. I can't recommend it enough. I'm only like 2 hours into it, and I need to play more of it. See, Eric gets it. Eric understands. Go play Hollow Body.
Yeah, it's definitely not a game that was previously on my radar, but maybe I'll look into it.
They do the thing in your menu, and the item just spins in place. You know how the old style of like when you pick up an item, it spins, it rotates in place. Same vibe. Same fucking vibe.
Yeah. I want to be honest, chat. I don't really like scary games. I think it's just because I don't. How do I say this? I was never a big fan of like jump scares. They don't really bother me. They just aren't fun. I did play like the Slenderman game when it came out, like every other kid at that time.
Slenderman game?
Yeah, I was a kid at the time. Well, not a kid. I was like, I think it was turn of the age for me into college. And so it was a big thing. And I didn't really grow up playing like Resident Evil or Silent Hill or things like that. So they were never really on my radar. I have since obviously watched a lot of Let's Plays on them. And I really like those kind of cerebral games. But I've never really, outside of Resident Evil 5, which is like a funny game to play in retrospect, and I think I had 4 for the Wii and I never finished it. I've never really played like what people would consider a scary game. It just wasn't really never my thing.
Falky, I'm gonna want you to play Alien Isolation.
I know of Alien Isolation, actually.
Alien Isolation is phenomenal purely for the AI.
Yeah. I know of Alien Isolation. It is one of those games that's like on the radar of maybe I should do it one day. I would love to stream it. If my computer could not kill itself. My computer's not bad.
It's a 2-gen old game. You're good. You're fine. You're fine.
I mean, that's not the issue. It's will it it's like, will it like survive? Maybe I will. Okay, here's what I say. Okay, we're currently at 170 subs. If you guys can somehow get us to at least 200 before, I will make sure that I play a scary game and I will scream. You have my solemn vow.
Let's do it. Let's go.
I will make sure that this happens.
Let's go.
Chad, it's up to you. This is not like a donation. I mean, it could be a donation goal because 200 is hard to attain, but I'm just saying I did not kill my computer. I just don't. There's like a 50-50 shot it'll work because streaming does take a lot out of a computer, and my computer wasn't built for streaming initially. It was just built to play games at a middling pace because I'm not a real big like graphics head. I kind of find them lame.
I went overboard when I last updated my computer, so I'm good for a bit.
Yeah, I think I just don't really like I don't care about graphics as much. I think people who bitch and moan about, like, we live in an age of video games that's just like, it's lame to bitch about graphics now. But it is what it is, right? Like, it's just what it is. But more importantly, all the game talk aside, we're here for one specific reason. One reason and one reason only. We're here to talk about JoCat. JoCat is an online animator, creator, specifically in the D&D space. That's how I know
D&D,
of them.
Big in Final Fantasy and big in Monster Hunter.
Big in Monster
big in
Hunter. I
Monster
watched their
Hunter.
Monster Hunter videos as well. And big in D&D. The reason I wanted to go over this is that it recently came to my attention that people are being weird about JoCat again. And it's fucking bizarre. I
didn't even know
why.
people were being weird about JoCat originally.
Yeah.
You know?
So, for those who don't know, we're gonna go over it for a second. We're gonna go over the quote-unquote pseudo cancellation of JoCat, which I would never consider it a cancellation.
It was harassment.
It was it was harassment. Like, he was bullied on the internet for liking women.
It was bad enough that people were sending things to his household that he had to move.
Yeah.
To put it into perspective. Like,
Okay, I did not hear about that.
There was like threats of like bombs
Mhm.
to his home.
What?
That was
Yeah.
a whole thing. All because of stuff that stemmed off Twitter.
Yeah.
What a place.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
we'll kind of get into it a little bit. I do have the Reddit post associated with it, but I do kind of like I want to go over a part of it and a little bit about JoCat, and we will all watch the I Like Girls video. I like that video anyways, but it is like a weird thing, and this is a little bit of internet history that I actually know about. Weird. I usually know jack shit, but for once I actually know. So, without further ado, for those who weren't here, Makari, are you listening to stream right now?
Here I am.
You'll hear something new. 3, 2, 1. Come on, work. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Opp Block.
And there we go. Always big shout out to Westside Tyler for that one. Very much appreciated.
Shout out VOD Gang.
Shout out the VOD Gang. We of the VOD Gang rise up. But more importantly, let's get into this. So I originally have the tweet here, and I do want to make these tweets kind of important for a second because they were a big deal. So for those who don't know, this oddly started because a Twitter account by the name of Claire Penis. Yes, the Twitter account's name is Claire Penis. Their ad is Zero Suit Samus. From what I understand, they are like a journalist of some kind. I don't know how true that is. I remember this happening and having very funny feelings about this. She said, I made this video, let me know what you think. And it was in reference to this Twitter that I don't think is around anymore, or the tweet is no longer available, okay? So, what it was she was retweeting JoCat's I Like Girls video. And it became a whole thing on... Oh, I don't want to post a reply, but thank you. Whatever. Uh-oh. What is happening? Stop
We're
this.
not grokking.
We're not grokking. I fucking... Twitter sucks now. There's too many fucking buttons, and it infuriates me. But more importantly, she said I made this video. And this started a lot of, like, weird internet hate. Because a lot of... reasonably so, and I think even myself at one time, a lot of JoCat fans were like, hey, you didn't make this. This was not your creation. This is art theft. And if I remember correctly, I think, and Makari, you can quote me on it. 2023 was obviously Musk took over Twitter, but 2023 was a really interesting time because if I remember correctly, around the changeover, there was a lot of art theft. If I remember correctly, if you can quote me on that.
Kind of like a lot of people, the whole discourse of the art theft, AI
Mm,
art type stuff was starting to boil up.
mm,
And I'd say a lot of people are getting really politically charged, like
yeah,
post 2020 in general,
yeah.
which JoCat just being a very soft and friendly dude, people got very vile about. And
Mm,
also like thinking about it, the whole like animation meme type community and energy has kind of been tainted because of stuff like that entire Slazo situation. The
oh,
chick that lied about him was a very prominent animator
oh, I
Huh.
did know
who's kind
that.
of orbiting around these people.
Yeah.
And then other individuals like Shenpai and other animators in general.
What is a shenpai?
She's another animator that was like kind of involved with those type of like
Oh, it's a
records.
person.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. I was like,
Okay.
what is a
Sorry.
shenpai?
No, it's just another animator creator. So a lot of like the animation side
Mm,
of the YouTube. That's not like Jaden Animations or Storytime, but like straight up outright animating.
I see, I see. And it was like a weird time, I would say, because how do I express this? It was a really weird moment in the history of the internet because this video came up and you could see here, oh, she's a streamer as well, good for her. Like you could see people being like, "Hey, there was a community note, you stole so and so's video." A lot of things, yeah, stolen from JoCat. And this video, it's important to note, at the time of this video had come out
Wow,
in
Gaijin Goomba. I
yeah,
haven't heard from
Gaijin
him in a
Goomba.
long time.
That is an old fucking that's like internet lore.
That's an
Yeah,
old name, yeah.
Killjoy puts out a really interesting point. This was also around the time of H Bomber Guy's plagiarism video,
It was, you're right.
and
That's true.
internet plagiarism was looked at very differently after that. It's still, I mean, it always has been, but that video put it into a lot of perspective that people were getting famous on other people's work, which was very still common. There's a very famous Twitter. If anybody knows it, I know this is probably the normie in me. If you've ever heard of Fuck Jerry, Fuck
Yes.
Jerry is a
Yes.
Twitter social media account conglomerate thing, and they steal from comedians
Yep.
and online and people that make like witty one-liners all the time. And nobody really does anything about it because it's like, well, you just said it on the internet. It's not real intellectual property. You didn't make it, you just said a funny tweet. And I don't know what they're doing now because unfortunately they were tied directly into the Fire Festival doc, which is a
Oh,
whole other story, and they got like way more money and legit than they probably should be.
I
But
totally forgot that Fuck Jerry was related
yeah,
to Fire
yeah,
Festival.
yeah, they did the specific
Jesus.
Netflix doc, not the Hulu
Yeah.
doc was separate. The Netflix doc they
Yeah.
did.
I watched both of them.
Yeah,
God.
yeah, it's not hard to credit somebody, but people don't. I mean, Musk never did it. None of these people really give a shit. And so this video started getting brought up again, and it started to gain traction. And like, there was the Joe Mac there was the JoCat's watermark there, like all this stuff. And as it went on, Claire would then apologize, saying,
It was a joke, bro. It was
Well,
a
yeah,
joke.
I'm so sorry to JoCat for the joke. I genuinely feel bad. I didn't know it would blow up like this. More his fault than mine that it did. We'll get there. She's a giant bitch. I don't care. She's a bitch.
Immediately not apology
Fuck,
that
lady.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like an actual bitch. I don't like if there's no sense of respect for this. more his fault than mine that it did, because he quote tweeted it to his 150K followers, who replied yelling at me 1,300 times, which kind of boosted it, but I digress. Yeah, it's a fuck you apology.
It's a fuck you apology. Yep.
Yeah. Again, this person has not really taken responsibility for this.
He literally just got mad that his fans called her out on
Yeah.
stealing the video.
Yeah, from what
I'm aware of, just calling her a piece of shit for taking the video. Not even like anything I'd say bad per se.
If it was a joke, you would have specified literally in the post that it was a fucking joke.
Exactly, and they never did. From what I remember, they really haven't taken responsibility from this. If they have, someone can change my mind and at me in the Discord, but I don't think they ever did anything.
VTuber ass apology.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. She continued to say, I really actually do feel bad though. It was a dumb joke and I wouldn't have made it if I knew the result that would be him quitting content creation, and we'll get there indefinitely. I think he and I are in the same position, afraid of each other's followers, and and if he ever wants to squash the beef, I'm here. I think this person This person right here, I'm gonna say it right now, is dumb as shit.
What's crazy is I'm claiming that's beef. JoCat was never involved with any of this. It was literally his fans were just like, hey, credit it. And then her and everyone else went on the attack back, and then he caught strays.
That was
because of it.
And that's doesn't she have beef with him, not vice versa? Exactly, because she was upset that his fans, or fans that knew of the animation, corrected her. That was exactly what it was. And
again, call that beef though? Like,
yeah, it's not beef.
You're just being called out for being a shit. Like,
you exactly. Caught with your pants down, and now you're mad.
Exactly. And this specific series of events got so twisted, so fucking twisted. And I think that's what pisses me off. As we'll go through this entire quote unquote drama, is she got away with this. And it, to this day, annoys me. Anytime I look back on this drama, I think that this person should have been reamed a lot harder. If she's ever publicly apologized for it, better than this, somebody show me. I don't think she ever has. I don't think she ever will. Because, again, this didn't affect her in the same way as it did JoCat. And we'll get there. So following up, JoCat would post something in regards to facing online harassment for the 2-year-old video. At the time, this was 9 months ago. And they faced harassment, and they left the internet for a time. They came back, I want to say, summer of this year.
They've been posting throughout the years, but like very vaguely. So like last year, they posted Final Fantasy 14 guides and stuff like that. But they've definitely removed themselves heavily from the internet.
Yeah, they definitely did. I know that there's some stuff with them featuring it. We do have this like nice little video that was 5 years ago and stuff like that. And I do think there's some stuff on their page.
Like I'm looking at their channel right now, and they're posting like they posted yesterday.
Yeah.
For example,
I know they were doing
D&D sessions.
They were doing either a cameo or they did a donation pool. Because one of the D&D creator I follow, D&D Shorts, really really funny dude. He like gave to his charity, and it was very very sweet. But yeah, I do believe now that he's kind of back to streaming as well as running games, which I think is honestly really beautiful. Like this was such a shitty thing that happened to a really nice person.
He even got like a VTuber model up and stuff.
The larger point is he should have never have fucking left.
Oh, he should not have had been.
Should have never have had to have left.
Yeah,
the treatment he got was such an overreaction for someone that like has done nothing in the end. Like he didn't do anything bad. There was never anything actively controversial. But you would have thought he killed puppies with how people treated him.
Yeah. And
Which was insane.
we're gonna go over this statement that was placed on the Reddit. This was his official statement at the time when he left. Hi, my name is Joe, and I've been making videos on YouTube for 5 years. I have a combined total of 200 videos and hundreds of hours of content. On October 6, 2020, I did a live stream of the early access release of Baldur's Gate 3, and during character creation, I did a bit where I briefly sang a gender-bent parody of Lizzo's Boys. It would seem to go over well with my audience and all of my friends. I just want to point, before I go on, fucking early access of Baldur's Gate 3 in 2020 fucking blows my mind. That game was in such long development, and I love it.
And it was worth it.
It was so fucking worth it. It's almost
I'm
like
still playing. I'm literally still playing it.
it's almost like having your community involved is so important.
Shout out to my Lazel boys.
No. Yeah, I do. Source of my bruises is
Yes,
top tier. Top tier.
yes.
Source of my bruises is top tier. Karlak will always be in my heart. Anybody who is a fan of Will, I'm really, really sorry. He's the most milk taste boy that I've ever seen in my life. They had so, like,
Wow, so much Will hate here.
it's like
Jesus.
Will hurt me only because Will felt like that one guy's character at the table that at least one person plays at all times.
You know, respect to them. Respect to that person.
Like, literally, it's just like always that one person that plays it that's like, oh, hey, so I'm the son of a nobleman and I don't want to be there anymore. So there we go. And I'm like, oh, no, don't do this to me.
They
That's
need to
not
put you
good."
straight into the pure D&D
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. And I was like, oh, no. That's just like, it's definitely one of those things where I find it really, really funny. With a game like, so I have a couple friends that never really played D&D, and I always tried to get them into it. And then Baldur's Gate happens, and this is I don't think my friend watches this. She's very sweet but doesn't like drama, but my mutual friend of mine in Cloudy's fucking loves Baldur's Gate 3. Plays it all the fucking time. And I'm just like, it's so insane. And I'm so happy for her that she loves that. But let's get into it. I typically kind of do these bits for my live stream sometimes, and I was also partially inspired by the source when I first heard Lizzo's songs, Akeem Animation's video. Running the idea by friends who were very encouraging and supportive of me, I decided it could be a fun project to animate the brief stream moment for my YouTube audience who may miss or may be interested in my live streams. And so, on April 2nd of the following year, I finished and uploaded my I Like Girls video, and it got universally positive response from my audience, my peers, and my partner.
So,
Mhm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So he said did he post this video on April 2nd of that year?
Of the
I
following year,
Like
so it'd be
Girls?
2021-ish. I
Okay.
have the animation up. I can tell you the
Right,
exact.
no.
It was 3 years ago.
3 years ago. So my question is, why did this Claire Penis or whatever her fucking name is, why did she think that she's gonna get away with claiming that video is hers when the video had been out for over a year at that point?
There was a shitty trend that went around on
Yeah.
Twitter where people would post images of art and be like, haha, I made this.
Yes, I do
Because
remember that.
That was a thing?
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
whole controversy because artists were getting
Jesus.
frustrated that their work was being shared without people's consent and or like claiming it as theirs. And so people are going, well, the Mona Lisa, haha, I made this, and we're like trying to be just dicks to artists that were
I had
trying
no
to like,
idea
going
that
on
was
about
going
it.
on. That is
So I'm pretty sure that's what tied this into, if my
that's
memory serves.
so fucking
It was so stupid of a like thing that
It's
happened.
so
Yeah, this
stupid.
all stemmed from the dumbest things and pretty much like fucked up his life for a little bit there.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's
okay.
it's such a weird thing because it's like, again, there was that movement on Twitter because I remember it, and it was one of those things where people would post a video, like a downloaded video, and then someone would repost it with the stupid joke, and the stupid joke was always kind of shitty, and it does like make me genuinely sad. It was always a shitty joke, and he got fucking hate over it for absolutely nothing, in my opinion. Like, this was just a fucking terrible thing. But we'll continue. About a year later, it seemed to have reached outside its target audience, and ever since that I have seen and received many assumptions about my character, my history, my beliefs, my relationships, and all of those of my partner, as well as threats of violence to me as well as my family, doxing attempts, and mocking even from people I look up to and respect. All from a 30-second video out of 200 other ones. Granted, a lot of this had been primarily on Twitter, where I could simply log off and ignore haters, but no small amount has leaked into other parts of my regular day-to-day that is hard to ignore. Private DMs over Discord and Twitch, suspicious packages being sent to my family. But I've always kept quiet about it because speaking out publicly, defending myself, any reaction to it would encourage more and be presented as my own fault as well. So it's important to note when we look back at this, he was getting so much, like, the death threats, the doxing attempts, all this shit happened before she did this bullshit.
Yeah, he was already
It
just
was-
having issues.
Yeah.
It was because people started turning this into a political thing because it's Twitter. Of course it did. And them trying to make this into like a, are you gay? Are you masculine enough? And like
Mhm.
a whole other like derailed discourse that
So wait,
led to
so-
more
so-
sprays at him.
Him making a video about he liking girls, which, based, that brought into question whether or not he was gay.
They said he was gay with how he was talking about women.
Mhm.
Yes. I like genuinely, those were people's like, they're like, how
Yeah.
do you make liking women gay? And
Yeah.
Bro, I would literally lick some like muscle mommy's abs. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
What are you talking
you and me
about?
both. You and
people
me
are
both.
upset that he was comfortable with his like just masculinity and like life.
Right.
And like I mean this whole thing is like his avatar's small cat boy.
Yeah.
People like take it to think he's gay.
Yeah, small cat boy
like
that
90% sure he's not. He's just very ally. That's it.
I'm about to say it's a small cat boy that has like a bow in its hair. Like
Yeah.
that's
So
just
that
like
boy can't like women? Like, what?
yeah.
Echo is weird as his fiance.
Yes,
or
I do
or
have
wife.
this. I do have this this tweet.
Is this the yeah, so she actively is very supportive of him and says that she's gonna fuck him every time the internet wants to bully him.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually a really, really nice. Oh, yes. Do you want to leave Twitter? Go to site. Yeah. No, this is like a very like sweet tweet. Anybody who's like mean, I'm going to have sex with my boyfriend because you guys are weird.
Because they're both YouTubers, and she's
yeah.
been doing this as long as he has.
Yeah.
I've followed her, and I didn't even know they were related to each other, and like followed them both separately as creators, and then realized that they were together.
Hope she
And then
pounds the
like
shit
this
out of
is
him.
dang apparently. Oh yeah, and then people were like, "Oh, they broke up," but they really didn't. They never
No,
broke up.
They did not. They actually like now homestead and like built their own house.
Yeah, they're
out
married.
in, like,
Good for
the
them.
middle of nowhere.
Good for
like, they're,
them.
like living together happily.
Yeah, and Echo is ace. And that was the other thing too, where people like kept making this a very political thing when it never was. It never there was no indication of that whatsoever. This was just them being happy for each other.
Yeah, these two are like adorable together.
Yeah.
And like living their best life. And I'm so glad, especially after all the
Yeah.
shit he went through.
Yeah, and
he's
this
got
was
this
like
support.
this drama was really, really weird. And I think this was one of the times where when we look at we've talked about it on this channel. We even talked about it with the whole Moon thing, where a lot of this just felt like manufactured hate for the sake of it because it was just funny to point and laugh. But this was an instance where like a beloved creator kept getting pushed further and further away for absolutely no reason of their own. Let's see what this is. One of these days I'll master this. And look, yeah, see?
Yeah,
Like,
they
this is a
again,
funny
keep drawing
tweet.
ship art of each other.
Yo, let's go. I love it.
Like this is legitimately a really like wholesome tweet. It's super based. Maybe one day I should do this with Cloudy, but that's a different story for a different day. You know
yeah,
what?
so
I'll
people also
save this
started a
tweet
whole
for
weird
later.
narrative trying to make JoCat to be a predator when he's not. So like he made
Yeah.
another animation later about his friends and just supporting them all.
Mhm.
And then like what was said there by Synthetic, people
Mhm.
try to make it out that he was like trying to like prey on his friends when that absolutely was not the case. It was literally him
Right.
just being like, "You're a cool friend. I like what you're doing in the library, or like doing these
Yeah.
things with them. I love my female friends."
I think, okay, so chat, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a big girl, boy, and NB conversation real quick. You can find your friends attractive and not view them as sexual objects. Now, I know there are many people who would tell you that you can't do that, and they're wrong. It's a very stupid way to look at the universe.
Chat.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're all sexy.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, we're not. Okay. Okay, here we go. Chat. Chat. Oh, you're such a good little chat for me, aren't
Whoa.
you?
Now we're going a little okay.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
I had to make that one joke. It has to happen. Cloudy's not here to yell at me, unfortunately. So, no. But in all, yeah, I hate that you made it weird. Oh, God. Sometimes the jokes are really, really funny. They write themselves. No, but in all seriousness, you can find your friends attractive. Guys, chat, leave me be. I make one joke.
You're allowed to hype up your friends.
Yeah.
You're allowed to go, "Damn girl, you're hot.
Yeah.
Go slay." You're
But you
allowed
don't
to do
have
that.
to you don't have to treat them as sexual objects.
Chat, you better type that keyboard better.
Oh, no. Chat. Chat. Now I'm going to tell you something right now, chat. Now up there, that's pinned comment, that's our stream tips, chat. It would be oh so good if you would donate, if it's available and affordable for you. And like, comment on the stream, and maybe even press that bell. Thank you so much.
I like your tip, chat.
Oh, no. Oh God, this got no fucking railed. I'm sweating. No, but like, what were you
Try
gonna say,
not to
Bakari?
derail a stream challenge.
I
Impossible at this point.
know, it's impossible, but we have fun. That's what makes this fucking fun. But yeah, synthetic puts it really great. You can objectively find your friends conventionally attractive without it being weird. Yeah, that's 100% it.
This truly felt like everyone else wanted to have a problem when neither his friends nor him were having a problem with it.
It was,
or I'd say certain groups that wanted to
Yeah.
hate actively.
there was, and it was always, and I find this really interesting. Cybersmith be damned, we're not a political channel. Love you, Cybersmith. But it was really interesting when you look at this type of drama. There was two people on each side of the dichotomy of politics, and both of them were parodying the same like points. There was, you had people who were white knighting saying, "I can't believe you would say this about women," which, when it's a fucking song about body positivity of all things. And then you had people on the opposite side being like, "I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're saying. I can't believe you're such a fucking degenerate. Like, you're just like, preaching standards that are unhealthy for women. God, you're just into anime. You're a fucking little creep." Like, it was like such a bizarre thing.
Yeah, and like Killjoy said, I've never heard anything negative said about JoCat ever by his friends.
Mhm.
The only people that I've ever seen anything was like people trying to make outrage at him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, like,
I was
he's
like,
not even considered as an annoying person. So he's like, "No, he's so sweet. He does
as
nice
far as I
things. He's
knew,
this."
nobody ever
Mm.
had beef with this guy. Like, that was the thing. I'm like, he literally, all he does is make D&D videos and Monster Hunter videos. I'm like, how can you like have a problem with this guy? How? I don't
Only
get it.
problem you could have is his choice in weapon in Monster Hunter. But
What's
that's
his
not
choice of
here nor
weapon?
there.
Sword and
He's
shield.
Sword and Shield.
Oh my
Look,
God, what
I
a
respect
filthy
it.
sword and shield noob.
I respect it. I respect it. Honestly,
Listen,
I respect it.
as the resident hunting horn hammer main, no. Listen, you always
use
need a little.
hunting. You use hunting horn?
Yeah, because you always need a little toot toot in your life.
Fucking gay.
It is gay. I am gay. Listen, Hunting. Okay. I'm not gonna let this go. The hunting horn
Derail.
is the most versatile and important weapon in every Monster Hunter party.
No, great sword.
That
Great
is-
sword.
You need buffs. You need the fucking buffs.
I don't need buffs. I got a big ass fucking weapon.
Well, that doesn't matter because you don't have the buffs. So your stamina's gonna run low. I don't know what to tell you. You want damage up? I give you the damage up. No, you won't kill it too fast. Brother, on G rank, you need a fucking hunting horn.
Wow.
But you know what? That's yeah. Yeah, you play the best friend. I also do play the best friend in Monster Hunter. Play Lance. Oh, fucking Lance sucks. Gun Lance is okay. Gun Lance is okay. My main weapon for solo is typically Charge Blade.
Look. I started as a sword and shield main. All right? I
Mhm.
respect it. I'm
Mhm.
fine with it.
I mean,
Because
everybody
JoCat,
does.
he's not wrong. He's not
Yeah.
wrong. JoCat isn't wrong. I respect it.
But we'll get back into this. Sorry for derailing. But we love you all. But if that's the trade-off to do something like share the things I make that I'm proud of on the internet, seeing as I'm writing this, it's probably an indicator that I'm just not cut out for it. And the best thing for everyone would be to stop and pursue something else. Despite being very grateful for what this job has done for me and my family, I'm simply not strong enough to keep doing this if it means having to just accept this kind and amount of distress. Perhaps that makes me weak, but I ever rarely thought otherwise. I never meant to make anyone upset. I only ever just wanted to make the things I was passionate about for fun. I never intended for this one video to really be much deeper than a thing I wanted to do on a whim because I thought it could be fun. I never planned to have YouTube be my job, but people happened to like what I made, so I thought it was a good idea to make more of it and use it to pursue projects I've always wanted to make, as well as the change in YouTube I wanted to see. I was inspired by the channels I watched growing up and the wonderful friends that encouraged and inspired me to who I am and make me what I want. I still want to make things, but perhaps I should just keep them to myself for time being. For anyone that cares, I'll still be continuing with Heart Illness and the J Omega charity. But once those are finished, I'll be taking an indefinite break from posting anything online. It's a decision I've considered ever since. Then that was the first heat wave, and this was in 9 months ago. So this was still in early January, I guess at this time. Yeah, this was January.
Yeah.
This really sucked. December 18th was when he stepped away. This was I won't lie. I felt really shitty when I read this because like what the fuck? Like there was
I think most people did.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I'm gonna.
like from a decent person. There's like, damn, this sucks to see.
Here's my thing. He did literally the one thing that nobody else on fucking YouTube or Twitter does.
Mhm.
Just fucking left for a bit.
Yeah.
Like that was the most adult, mature thing you can do.
Mhm.
Literally. Like I can't fault him for just being like, okay, I'm gonna peace out. Fuck all y'all. I'll touch grass and do things I want to fucking do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it. That's
It's
it. That's
very
li-
disheartening to know that somebody that wanted to just bring positivity.
yeah.
got pushed
Regardless
off.
of whatever, like, hate he got, I think the hate was completely unjustified.
Mhm.
But he did the most mature thing that you can do in this situation was just be like, clap your hands and be like, okay, I'm done. Y'all
Oh,
have fun.
absolutely.
You'll have fun being assholes to each other. I'm gonna go do things that make me happy. God
also-
bless. God
he also-
bless you, sir.
And I'm gonna say this is him saying that he doesn't think he's cut out for it. I would rather him say that than the amount of people trying to normalize. Well, just get over it. That
That
this
is
just happened
so.
to the
Yeah.
internet.
That is
Like,
so
we should not
emotionally
be
mature. That takes.
normalizing the like. Well, you just gotta just take the harassment. Just step
That
away.
is.
Put yourself first, and like what he did.
Mhm.
That is such an emotionally mature answer to realize your own limitations. To be like, I don't have what it takes.
Yeah,
I don't want to have what it takes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Victoria's actually correct. Like he really did something. Like he is the best when it came to this, and it was really sad to see a very beloved creator and a very, honestly speaking, neutral creator. This is a creator that is 100% neutral when it comes to like the introduction to their content. Obviously, you can be a dickhead about them being progressive and more like promoting. Yeah, this is like JoCat, 100%.
Based.
Very fucking based. And that was always something that that really frustrated me. And the reason we're going over this is that it's come back up. People are being fucking weird about it again. It kind of came up thanks to Mod Killjoy, who brought it back to me because a specific streamer is being weird about it, but we'll get there. Now, I think it's important, as all things, let's watch this very maligned, I guess, video. Yes, please remember to like the stream if you enjoy the content that you're seeing. Donate if you can, and just remember, I can't what the fuck is this dude's name? Oh my god. Is it Killua? No, it's not Killua. Oh, somebody please.
Oh, Killwalla or something
Killwalla,
like that.
you're I always wanted to play these games as a kid. Yeah, this is the BG3 context creator, character creator for. This is exactly what this is. This was the joke. Also, base Wiggler head.
Oh yeah, because his character, he played nude with just the Wiggler head on.
The Wiggler head is, it's the only thing I never got in World, because I missed the Wiggler head the day that week happened. I was really upset.
It came back.
Oh, did it?
You could do it anytime. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All that things are back. So.
Klonoa. Thank you.
Klonoa.
Yeah, because they recently had like a re-release like last year or the year before. Very based. So let's watch the infamous JoCat video.
Sad that there's no muscly girls in here. Well, I mean, yeah, but, you know, sure, I like to joke around and talk about how, oh, I'm strong women all the time, but that's not the only girls I like. I like big girls, pretty kitty girls, really witty girls, singing ditty girls. I like the licky girls with the nice thighs. I like a good chest, no matter what size. I like the belly folds, I like the six-packs, really tall queens, and the short stacks. From the mild girls to the wild girls. You got style girls, make them proud girls.
This video was the video that got this man so much hate.
He literally said he likes all fucking body shapes. Like, what the fuck you talking about, bro?
He literally went, woman hot. Which, yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Case over.
Literally, woman hot. Literally, woman hot.
Woman hot. And
woman hot.
This was something I spoke with I spoke with Q about this privately, and it's something that I really wanted to kind of like discuss. Was the way this was animated also very much, even though these characters are the way these characters are, things like that, this felt very much of like the female gaze more than just the male gaze. It wasn't like, it was the choice of characters, like they were all fun. They all like have their own characteristics. They're not like overtly horny on him. Like they all have characteristics and qualities.
And like I said there, if it was anybody else other than JoCat, or if like a woman that made this, I do not think it would have gotten. People would not have been able to stay the freak out.
Literally put GLaDOS in it.
Yeah.
GLaDOS is a fucking robot.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
it's Dusa from fucking Hades. Like, you can't sexualize that. So it was obviously a place of, I just really like these characters and or women and appreciate them all for who they are. Less, I need big titty.
Right. And that's the other thing. Yeah, I saw Dusa. I have a hot take on Dusa. I don't like Dusa. Dusa is a
I
trap.
know some people don't like the personality of her, and I can understand the.
I don't like the weird trap that you're made to believe that. Oh my god, what is the character's name? Zagreus. Like Zagreus is making up the feelings. Hold up.
What?
Are we getting on the Hades tangent now?
I'm getting another beer for this. I'm getting another beer.
Yeah, no, definitely. None of this came off as focused in down bad for these characters in a, I'd say, like objectifying way. And thank you for the donation there, Victoria. Might need more. Damn.
Okay, let's go.
Bros disappeared.
What? Where did Falgi go?
That's a good question.
Did he just
Both y'all disappeared on me. Been
Do you mean
abandoned.
seriously?
Left. Yes.
Falgi? Is Falgi okay?
Good question.
Like I literally just got up to go get a bear. Like I don't know what's going on. That's strange. Falgi, you okay? Is maybe Leia had
Someone's
a
at either Leia or someone's at the door, maybe.
Did you mute yourself, Falgi? Falgi, did you mute yourself? I'm gonna
Oh,
guess
no.
no.
I don't believe so. I think
No,
he
he's not.
just-
He's not muted. He's not muted. Not in Discord.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I did not expect him to leave literally the same time I did. I just went to go get a beer. Oh, no. I hear him. I hear him.
Okay, it's coming back. Sick.
I didn't think
Hello,
he barely on.
I did say that I had to leave. I did say that I had to walk away.
You missed that.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah, I had to say
seriously?
that I had to walk away. I had to take care of something.
What? Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. This dog and I are gonna have a very long conversation.
Oh no, Leia! What did you
Got in
do?
the trash again. I can't
Oh.
control it at this point. I had to buy something to stop her from getting into the trash. It's not here yet.
She's chosen to be a problem. She chose violence. You guys
It
are
is
waging
because
war.
she's eating things that are gonna make her fucking sick to her stomach, and I have to now
Yeah.
wait because you're not getting food tonight because I can't because now I have to wait and make sure that she doesn't like vomit again.
At least she didn't
Does
eat
she
your
have like
trash
pizza
dog.
or something?
What?
At least
she
she
have,
didn't eat your earbud.
No. What were you saying?
Does she have something like pica to make her
No.
eat stuff that she shouldn't?
No, she likes getting into the trash.
Okay.
She likes the trash. I have a theory. I have a theory that she got lost a couple times with previous owners. I have a running theory that what happened is that was the way that she kind of like survived for a period of time. Like perfect example is this. I had a previous dog. I had like a childhood dog, and the childhood dog didn't really eat grass that often. She tries to eat it when she knows that she's not feeling well, which I know is a dog thing, but some domesticated dogs don't have that. I've noticed.
Yeah.
She does. And I'm like, oh. I'm pretty sure she was lost in the wilderness for a time. I just like I bought something recently to like keep the trash like hidden, and it's not here yet, which is kind of like funny that of course on the day that I need that, I just like, you know. It is what it is, chat. I'm okay. She's a baby. She's an annoying little baby. I'll feed her a little bit, chat. I have to obviously feed her, but
As long as she's okay.
I mean, we'll find out. She ate like Chipotle. Uh-huh. We'll get there. Chat, we'll get there. She also ate a protein shake a little bit, or licked a protein shake. Ay. All right, back to it. This is all dumb. I don't understand how someone can get hate for this shit. This is insane. Gassy? Yeah, she'll probably be gassy. I'll give her a little bit of food, but... Oh my god. Quantum! With the fucking $75!
Oh, wow. Quantum.
What? What the?
Thank you,
What?
Jesus.
What?
Oh. I'm stupid. I'm being called the DILF. Danger, indecisive, live streamer Falgi equals DILF. It says Quantum. And Victoria said woman hot. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you both so much for your donations. Greatly appreciated. I didn't know I was
Thank you,
being called a
Quantum.
DILF. Thank you, Quantum. Thank you, Victoria. You guys are my favorites. Well, you're all my favorites. But that's not the point. More importantly, this video got this man. I don't get it. This shit actually does piss me off. I don't understand why I mean, I get it. This got politicized for no fucking reason. And to no fault of his own either. It's just so annoying. It's like, I like tall women. I like short women. I like chubby women. I like skinny women. I like muscle women. Now, muscle women. Hi. If you are a muscle mommy in the chat, thank you so much for stopping by. Yes. Killjoy does. I'm just making a joke about. I was making a joke about Hades. And me maybe giving all of my ambrosia to do so the first time around. And then nothing happened.
I gave it all to Megara.
Meg was always the obvious choice, so I was like, nah, not right away, because I knew of the very secret Megan Than thing, which thank you, Supergiant Games, right? Supergiant.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing that. But yeah, it's like JoCat is the center of the shot, and like we're the watcher of the video. Yeah, exactly. Like the composition of this video was not overtly horny. It was just like looking at women and understanding women. You know, Makari. Hi.
Hi, hello.
As someone of a woman, femme
girls.
thing,
Female
female persuasion yourself. How do you feel by this?
I thought it was just a cute and silly video. Like,
Mhm.
and I was like, yeah, hell yeah. All these women, I agree with you, dog. They're all hot women. And again, completely non-offensive, harmless
Mhm.
video. None of it came off like anything that people made it out to be. JoCat definitely didn't come off creepy with it. And honestly came off more just like, hey, I adore all of these women characters, if anything else. So that was just like a very diverse set of games there for a lot
Mhm.
of things. And or just franchises in general.
Mhm.
I like the level of hate and freak out this got left me flabbergasted.
Yeah, and here's the wild thing. Like, he can say, I like girls. I'm like, the people are like, you do realize that some of these girls in this image aren't even fucking straight.
Yeah.
He's just saying he likes them. You know?
That's the other thing too, is like you could still like a character design. And again, this was one of those things where body positivity was the message. And there are people like body positivity gets a weird rap.
Yeah, or human.
Yeah, I mean, it's like being a dead horse. Yeah, the body positivity gets a weird rep. I do think that they're dismiss this. I will change the caption shit later. I do understand that there are people who have concerns, right? And some of the obvious concerns that people always go to are, oh, you're just you're promoting obesity. You're not promoting change. One of the
I
important
get
parts,
people
yeah.
get upset with the fat acceptance is separate from body positivity as well. People don't realize that to be like, hey, it's okay for a woman to like be okay with having stretch marks or
Yeah.
scars. That's what body positivity is about. Or being like, hey, you've got like patchy skin tone. That's okay to have that as a thing, just like inherent features. And you know what, too? Fuck it. If you're fat and you're happy, be
Yeah.
happy that you're fat. That is your prerogative
Yeah.
in your life.
Listen, the only thing I ever ask of anybody is that you are maintaining yourself in a healthy fashion. It's always important. Listen, food and maybe even the lack thereof food is always used in a way, or can be used in a way. I don't want to say always, but can be used in a way as self-torture and self-hatred. And it's really wild to think that that's part of what's going on. And you don't need to do that. Now, if you are unhealthy and you feel yourself being unhealthy, you can take steps to do something for that. Either way, right? And you should be taking steps to make sure that you are healthy and happy. But we don't need to just, follow traditional body standards, or as I like to say, neo-traditional, because they weren't traditional. Technically, the fucking elf from, oh my god, what is she? She's from one of the Zelda games. I don't remember which one. Technically, this would be traditional body standards. But we've gone so far away from that. And that's okay, but it's not used and should not be used for body shaming.
I will say, like, it was brought up in the chat as well, by Rob. A lot of people seem to have, like, taken this as a weird justification of wanting to hate or hope that he was a bad person for the
Yes.
video. And that was, like, a weird shift in the internet culture, too, where people just are preying on everyone's downfalls. Like,
Right.
a lot of people just started being like, "Oh, well, I hope this person's a terrible person, or there have to be a terrible person." I mean, people have been saying that, like Mr. Beast, for example, for how long now? Where there's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, look, for all the times that he did good things that didn't have problems, there was like, oh, he's got to be doing something terrible behind the scenes, or they are all terrible people." So
I
it's like
think
that's not always the case.
I think that's a really important thing to note too is listen, we're all fucking animated characters on the screen. One day I'll do a camera reveal, but today is not that day. But we are animated characters on a fucking screen. People will probably say it's really weird that we are animated characters on a fucking screen. And know what I say? Go fuck yourselves. I don't really give a shit. Like,
I
and
mean,
that's
people freaked out about Iron Mouse,
Yeah.
getting upset about her being a VTuber being super popular.
yeah.
And what does she do? She streams some shitposty content because she's so sick she can't leave her bed.
I do bounce.
But people act like she's evil.
Yeah. And
Which
that's
is
the
so
thing
ridiculous.
is people don't understand kind of they look at art, they look at a type of art and they generalize. JoCat's art is that of an anime nature. What he's talking about is video game characters that he likes. So he must be a degenerate. He must like he must like have these degenerate thoughts about women. This is all about hentai, like, which was not the case. And if you like hentai, good for you. This is not like a condemnation on that shit either.
We're not going to yuck your yums.
Yeah. But it's also, it's
Yeah.
not like a moral panic, which this was very much a moral panic.
And also, like Rob said again, it's a pendulum thing. There's been so much over sexualization. Any form of sexualization people see as an inherent
Right.
bad thing, or to be hypersexualized.
Right. But like, let's be honest for a second, right? They're like the whole anti-woke agenda, right? And I, again, don't love getting into politics all that much, but it's a good thing to kind of discuss. The whole anti-woke agenda is women are not attractive enough in games because they don't fit these standards that people want them to fit. That doesn't really matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter. People can be attracted to whatever you want. And I will tell you this, chat. I'll tell you this right now. Those anti-woke people are attracted to a variety of things that they dislike. They just don't say it out loud. Because it's weird. Because it doesn't make them look good for their audiences. But we here at the Opp Block, we're very honest about the things that we like. Ain't that right, Makari?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's pretty upfront with that. And like Killjoy said again, there is like with the Iron Mouse stuff, is that she's literally just doing this stuff to survive and
Yeah.
exist in the medias, and because it's something they enjoy doing. Both
Yeah.
her and JoCat, same thing. All I've seen from these people is like putting positivity into the world. All she does is donate to the immunodeficiency like foundation. All JoCat has done is charities to help like homeless LGBT youth and things like that. And yet people treat them
Yeah.
like they are fucking criminals, which is ridiculous to me because there's already enough terrible people on the internet you could go after, but instead we focus on people like this.
Yeah, it's just a really weird and bizarre thing, and I just don't... It's so weird. And I think this video is a little bit earlier. This was 5 years ago, so this is before even that video comes out. But I think it was like important to look at like
hey everyone,
what
long
JoCat
time
like
no
looks at.
video.
I don't know. This is from creator Dingo Doodles, and it's Quest Story featuring JoCat.
Where's episode? Shh.
I'm just gonna speed you up a little bit because we do have stuff to cover.
End of May or June, somewhere around there. Look, lately I've been dealing with a lot of medical stuff.
Hey, Philosopher, thank you so much, Philosopher. I did add the names. Thank you so much.
And yes, we did just already cover the animation
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
girls. Just
I
going into
got
a
you.
more discussion context of everything.
I will say this, Philosopher, it wasn't you, but again, we do have a We do have an overlay in the works, so that'll be coming up hopefully by the end of the month. I got a really lovely comment that constantly makes me giggle when I look at it. Essentially, it was on our Demon Mama video, and it was like, I don't know who she is, and I don't really care about the shit she did, the disgusting shit she did, but you guys need an overlay because your shit is poo-poo bananas. And I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Which, I mean, yeah, overlays are definitely a...
Yeah. I just think it was,
important
like,
thing.
mega funny. It was, like, one of the funniest fucking things I've ever read. And let's... Hold on. I hear someone trying to go towards the trash again. Give me 20 seconds.
Oh, no. Your dog has just chosen violence the one day you're trying to do stuff. So cute. How much of this did you, like, actively have, knowledge of beforehand?
None. I had literally none. I had no idea that any of this was really happening. I watched JoCat. I liked his content. I mean, honestly, okay, bit of personal stuff, I guess I should say. Part of the reason me and my now wife are how we bonded in our early dating days was because we watched JoCat and Man Shorts together.
Man
You
Shorts is
know?
great as well.
Yeah, Man Shorts is great. Shout out Man Shorts. But like, I had no idea about this stuff with JoCat. I just knew him as a content creator. I knew him as generally a nice guy. I can recall my wife losing her shit when the Goblin plushie got announced, and I helped her get that. That's all I literally knew. That's all I literally knew about JoCat. I didn't know about any drama at all.
Man,
It's all new to me. This is all new to me.
I remember finding out or like watching the drama happen as it like developed and was just very disheartened because I don't know, it like definitely was the I'd say foreshadowing now of like where the I'd say political grifting had begun with like media. Cause like it also didn't help like the games he was around with like Final Fantasy, D&D and all that stuff. And I mean like if you look at it now, individuals such as Grumps and their classy takes on the
Grump, my
state of
favorite
D&D
grifter.
or the
My
state of Final
favorite grifter.
Fantasy. Yeah, a lot of his type of people were the ones coming at JoCat.
Oh, who
Oh,
is
welcome, Du.
Hi,
that?
I'm home.
You've
Hello,
come just
hello,
in
dude.
time.
I am-
My favorite German.
Und the
the
German.
Germ-
How is
I
my
am back
very...
from the German cookout.
How was the German cookout?
I may have drank too much.
Yes. Based.
Guys, it's everybody's favorite milkmaid in Du.
Milkman. Shut up.
Milk, whatever. You could be milk cryptid. How about that?
Yeah.
Milk cryptid.
You are a milk cryptid. So yeah,
Milk-
Yo,
creature.
what's up, Rob Ford?
yeah. Rob Ford, what's up? Always nice to see you.
Hello.
But yeah, no, it's very interesting. I will say that like this just was a weird time. And let's get into this. Let's just jump right into it.
My guts are trying to kill me. But today we got the lovely and very hilarious guest, JoCat. You may know him from his Crap Guide D&D series, the Character Creator Critique
I
series,
love the fucking
Little furry
wiggler.
gnome goblin little things.
or his brand new video talking about the designs of Pokemon.
Or maybe you didn't. I don't know. I'm not your mom.
Personal favorite. I mean,
I
can
forgot
we
he did a
talk
whole
about the animation?
design,
Yeah.
It's so
web series
smooth.
as well. I remember
like
watching those.
butter.
It's been forever.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so you know the drill by now. Now let's just get into it. Never really know how to transition in these videos. Okay, but how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty all right. This has been a pretty sniffly week, cause and you might.
I'm gonna
sorry,
speed you
you
guys
might
up.
hear
I'm
me
so
sniffling a
sorry,
lot 'cause
friends.
there's
Wait, hold on. This is
pollen
the intro
everywhere, all over the
video.
place. There is
that's all it
flower
says.
babies just outside my door. Like I open up and then just like my entire apartment turns orange. Like it's just
I totally know how you feel. So then you must have intense allergies like me.
not intense allergies.
So
just
where is the muscle mommy comment? Because I was
Muscle
told that there
mommies?
was a muscle mommy comment here. Is it here?
story's awesome.
You have to tell me about him.
Oh, this world is such a beautiful, wondrous place.
Oh yeah, so So did we want to go through some stories?
Oh yeah, I wanted to. Yeah. I wanted to retell some of the ones that I miss, or like that we lost because last time we weren't recording.
Yeah.
Just in case if they still hold up as nice stories. What are?
Well, I really liked your what was it, like an orc bard, or what was it?
Yes, Storig. Oh my gosh, I love Storig. Storig's the best. I love him so much. Storig's awesome.
You have to tell me.
So this is something interesting too. I want to point out. It's like it's the loving of your other characters
Yeah.
that is interesting. Yeah, like you could just like your characters and like what you like. It's totally fine. As a woman on the internet, how do you feel about being told that all women are beautiful?
They are.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
That's just a fact.
This is very interesting and very wild.
What do you mean?
Let's see. Nakari, do you want me to put this on stream?
That's you can do after this, but
Mhm.
that was that's the Shenpai person I was talking about.
I mean, we can do
her
it now.
conversation with it, because Killjoy also told you it's the blacksmith. Is when it happens.
Okay, so this is just Shenpai. It's the blacksmith. Where's the black? Is it this?
About him.
He's the best, and if anybody touched him, I would kill them. I would kill everyone in the room,
And then myself.
Shave?
and then myself.
Okay.
Storig Ergulatar, the half-orc bard, and he is the character that made
Wait,
me
it's
realize
this
I
one.
love,
This
and
lady.
also
I
love
could see
role-playing
it.
as people that aren't just idealized versions of myself.
God, he looks like such a sweet soul.
Wait, it's
Yeah,
right
he's-
here. It's right here.
The end goal is that we're trying to go kill Tiamat. And we found out where one of her servants are, a chaotic black dragon. And we're like, we have to prepare before we go fight a f***ing black dragon. So we go to this blacksmith lady. This blacksmith lady has known this party for a while, and she's kind of annoyed at that. But then she sees Storig, and she's like, hey, big boy. And Storig gets immediately uncomfortable. So the whole party's like, oh, she's acting kind of weird. And so she's like, what can I do for you? And everyone's like, we kind of need some armor because we're going to be going into battle and we need to get real prepared. And she's like, oh, armor, you don't say. You know, it's not going to be cheap, but let's say if I were to gain some benefits, maybe perhaps I could give you a special discount.
Oh, no, not
How
a
big of a discount? It's like, how about
benefits.
free for a date with the big
Benefits.
boy? And then they're like, Storig. And Storig's like, oh, I don't know about this one. I'm very uncomfortable and feel like I'm being peer pressured. But of course, he goes with it because he knows it's for the good of the realm and protecting the world is kind of important.
And I mean, it's a date, so.
Yeah, it's a date. It's nice. So the night of the date comes along, and Storig's trying to get prepared, and this freaking band comes in, and they try to play at this tavern that we live at, and like it's like, oh, oi, lad, you've got a little violin. Perhaps you could join us.
Imagine like you just get like dragged into a mariachi band in your D&D game. Oh, that would be hilarious. One day we'll do a D&D game with the Opp Block. That is the plan.
I keep
I wanna play a muscle mummy orc.
You can play a muscle mommy or
saying I will run a fucking campaign.
I know,
a one shot, and y'all are just like, no.
if you set it up, make it work, and we can stream it. If we can stream it, we will do it.
I'll get back to you on that.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, I've got some important business. And it's like, nonsense. And it's just like,
Oh, that's devious.
yeah, and it's like, oh, I'm going to be late for an appointment. It's like, no, it's fine. And then just this whole, what's the word?
Everything's going to shit.
Yeah, everything's going to shit. And it's like, and then the blacksmith shows up in this kicking ass dress, showing some leg, and she was a buff and toned too. The human part of me, the player part of me, is like, I'm in love with her. I was like, yes. But then the Storig part of me is like, oh no.
And you're like, damn it.
So she's like, you kept me waiting, huh? It's like, oh, but then like the band is there, so we end up playing for her. And then as the night goes on, we have a little date, we eat some food, and then we walk, down the road. Storig does this thing that he's only ever done for Isabel. So he sits the blacksmith down on like a bench or something, and he pulls out his violin, and under the moonlight, the moon kind of casts down on him. Under the moonlight, he plays like this nice little melody.
Oh.
That's so sweet. That's so nice. This is why D&D is great, guys. Yeah, everyone should be gay for women. That's
And so he
right,
plays it, and it's
Phobia.
nice. And then after he's done, she's all thankful
For
and grateful,
women and
then,
femboys.
unfortunately, he has to break the news. So Storig's like, oh, Miss Blacksmith, I'm sorry, but this can't be a thing. I've got to go back home, and it's complicated. And then she's like, I understand. It's okay. I'll give you your armor in the morning. And then it's like, oh, my heart. Why must you
Oh,
do this to
no!
the DM? Oh.
Not only because you also like you the player are just like, this lady's so freaking hot and awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was like, oh man, that's my weakness. But then, but I can't be a douchebag because that's not what Storig is. I love that shit. I love character conflict and having to make tough choices with your characters that define them because I very well could
Yes. philosopher, perfect question that one would ask. And this guy, they had problems with and ran off the internet.
What did he do?
He liked women too much.
He liked women,
How
was a
dare
good
him.
friend to women. That's it.
How
That's all he
dare him.
did.
Mm. So
Unforgivable.
this recently came back into the zeitgeist. Weird Bugman streamer, friend of weird people, President Sunday, had some interesting thoughts, and we'll go over them. There are a bunch of clips that I have been handed, and we'll get there. Let's go to... So, this was used... Thank you, Killjoy, for the clips. This was used in a way to take down Vosh for some reason. I don't understand why. Like, JoCat has nothing to do with this. But let's look into it.
Girls.
I find
What was that immediate second?
Girls.
attempting to portray yourself as this, as a content creator, while then doing a laundry list of your anime porn favorites is weird. It's really weird. And it's
This
weird.
dude has a lot of
because
audacity looking
it's
the way he
almost-
does, poorly upkept,
Mhm.
talking shit about other people's appearances. All I'm gonna say.
I mean, say more. You could say however you want. Like, this is like...
I ain't here to bash people's appearance. He needs to put himself together if he wants to talk shit about how
mean-
He looks
JoCat
like
looks.
white bread.
From what I
Like-
from what I understand, he likes to partake in and bathe on stream. That's all I'll say.
Oh, bug streamer.
Bug streamer.
Okay.
He does kind of look like the dude from anyone ever see Men in Black 1?
Yes, I know
the
exactly
cockroach
the
guy.
alien bug.
Yep.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the cockroach monster.
The cockroach. Of course you would. God damn it, do. We will one day. We will do the monster fucking tier list one day. Do I promise?
Edgar suit.
Edgar. Yep.
Suit.
Okay. Let's see what else he has
like
to say.
heterosexual chasing in a weird way. I know that sounds weird.
Imagine
But it's
chasing
like-
woman.
It's a weird. It's fetishy.
Okay. Oh God, that's an image. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second.
Fetishy?
Fetishy.
Oh, he does the fucking face. He really does the fuck. Does the
I
fucking
too have a
face.
fetish for hot woman.
Let's. He thinks JoCat is a snake. Let's have a an honest conversation for a second.
Oh no.
This sounds like somebody who understands human interaction from a textbook.
I was about to say nothing about that. That sounds like projection. What do you mean fetishizing women? All he goes is women good. I would get it if there was something like actively creepy about this.
Mm-hmm.
But
Imagine
like, yeah,
liking women.
heterosexual chasing.
Yeah.
What? Like that doesn't make any sense. If I look at Tifa and go, man, Tifa looks hot. That's not fetishizing women. I'm
You
sorry.
fetishize her. How dare you?
Right. And
It's barely. I guess you could argue.
Wait, do you think he was trying to mean objectifying and not fetishizing?
no,
I
he
think
means
so, but
fetishizing.
Objectifying doesn't sound as
Mm-mm.
shock value as saying fetishizing. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
trying to make him sound like taboo
Yeah.
and like bad. And
Is it
what's
ta-
the easiest word to say is what sounds dirtier? People be like, oh, you've got a fetish about this, or oh, you're kind of objectifying somebody. And even then, it doesn't even come off that objectifying.
Fellas, is it
Mhm.
is it gay to like women?
I guess it is.
Apparently, to these
Yes.
people,
Yeah.
Hella gay.
Yeah, it's like what I think something too is, again, I kind of talked about it a little bit. You're looking at JoCat's character, which I've seen what JoCat looks like. He's posted himself online. He looks really like his own character. Like
yeah,
a,
he's a small Asian dude. Like,
yeah. And it's
that's it.
totally fine. And again, the way that he is talking about women is not from an objective or fetishization point of view, but it's a very body positive. Because look at the context, right? It's a Lizzo song. Lizzo, before all the bad shit happened, was an icon of body positivity. That was the interning of it all. And it's not only interning is not a word. That was the inverse of it, right? And not only that, right? Why are you saying it's fetishy? You have no understanding of this person. It's very clear you're talking out of your ass. But we'll get into it, right? Because he has more insane takes to say about it.
This is a really subtle but a perverse form of heteronormativity. If this was about types of non-binary or trans people, you would immediately find this weird. You're making it weird, Sunday. None of these were porn characters. Really? Why don't you tell me one personality trait that is listed here? Why don't you tell me like one thing about these characters that is being highlighted, except for their short stack goblin profile? Please.
What's with these
What?
fuckers?
Yeah,
in
is he
short
really, really
stack goblin,
quiet?
The
I'm sorry.
Bosch comment.
I can make it a
sorry.
little bit louder.
Vitriol Kate.
What?
Yeah, go into it for a second. Makari, go off. You are
It looked
a
certified Bosch hater, and then with this,
you're
well,
not
it's-
only a certified Vosh hater,
I
but
mean,
you're-
I'm also a certified Vosh.
we all are. But you also are an artist. Go off.
nothing about this. It's like how any of the characters are drawn and portrayed is fucking weird as he tried to make it out to be.
Mm.
The one choice is Midna, you could say, in the legitimate like short form of her, but even then, like that she is a full-grown woman through Twilight Princess. And like you see that, and it's one of the other forms of it. They're all on model. None of them are hypersexualized in their forms.
It's
like
literally
Jojo
how they
said.
look in the games and media they're in.
And I don't know why is he trying to equate a fucking JoCat to Vosh? Because that's straight up he's quoting the Vosh thing with the short stack goblins.
Yeah.
Knowing what
JoCat
well,
made it a
Goblins
thing.
are hot.
Yeah, JoCat made it a thing before Vosh ever said the phrase short stack goblins.
Yeah, and again, none of them are goblins. And why is he trying to push JoCat, who's been very apolitical outside of like the few charity things and like being an ally, into
Political brain
like
worms.
Twitch poll type shit? It is just actively pushing the political creator space to harass him.
That's exactly what it is.
Scummy.
It's super scummy, right? It feels like it's a subtle way of brigading. It's a very
It is,
subtle way
absolutely.
of brigading.
I don't know if I'd say that, but
I'd say it's pushing the audience itself
Yes.
to that. Is like it's exposing him to a different type of audience that's not friendly to this stuff. I could see how it comes off that way, and because like, what does JoCat do that leans into this type of creator space?
Yeah, nothing. What the
He
charities
does
that they run?
animations and does some video game stuff.
Yeah.
And even
How
that
dare him.
video game stuff's avoided anyone that's like Grums or the Act. So like, I understand the Act-Man because he talks politics around games.
Right.
Like him interacting with like Martin O'Donnell and some
Right.
of that stuff. He interacted with Grums himself. That puts him into that sphere of people.
Right.
I would not. So I don't know. I don't consider the Ackman political per se. I think he is around people who are political on either end of the political ideologies.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't engage with actual politics, but he engages with the politics around games.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Right,
He talks
and
about-
that's
he talks about the
fine.
political
That's
stuff in games,
fine.
but that also opens him up more towards these type of people who will talk
I mean,
and
he also
engage with him.
gets called a fence sitter.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly.
That's another here than there. Is my only point is that JoCat doesn't even do that,
Right.
and they threw him right into the den of wolves of these people.
Right.
Right. No. Yes.
And this was,
Crazy.
and the reason we can discuss what brigading is, right? We can totally have a nuanced discussion on that. But there's something really interesting that you're priming your audience to hate this person because you're tying it to a Vosh hate video. This is tied to hate on Vosh, who very openly, even though he wanted to hide it, had lolly porn folders on his computer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was there. And none of that is featured in this video. Not a single person that would be considered that is featured in this video.
Yeah, the Andy Pants stuff we're
Yeah.
aware of.
Yeah, we know the
Yeah,
And
we
that's
know of
the whole
Andy Pants.
we may cover the Andy Pants stuff. It's died down a little bit. Unfortunately, we were all working when it popped off, but we may double
It's
back
still
to it.
developing for what
Yeah.
it's worth.
But you have to understand, like, this is priming your audience. I was gonna pull a Scarlet, but I'm not gonna do it. But like, this is priming your audience to already dislike this person. And from what I've been told, he is actively somewhat debating / attacking fans of his that do not agree with this take, who know who JoCat is, and it's like, hey, like, that's not appropriate. That's not what this video was about. Yes.
I know very little. President Sunday is a creator, so.
From what I understand, President Sunday is kind of a shitter. He thinks more than he is, from what I understand. And listen, we are a small fucking drama channel. I know what I am.
Hey, small can call out small.
Yeah. Well, he's not that small. He's got like 18K. I wouldn't even. I'm not gonna.
I'm so kind of small, dog.
But from what I understand, like, this is like, he likes to speak out of his ass and get things very wrong on a person, because it's convenient.
Wrong and still choose to argue.
Yeah, 17K. Excuse me.
That's how you win.
Because this is a way to attack Vosh. This is not a way to attack JoCat. However, he spends the majority of this 19-minute video discussing JoCat and calling this disgusting, abhorrent, primed, extremely heteronormative non-art.
What?
Yeah. Which
Heteronormative. That
It's
is
also
amazing.
Imagine being hetero.
It is crazy that how much he tries to like project that JoCat's like fetishizing all this stuff. Like what he's saying there is
right.
Why there's like
It's
no
just like
reason to
sexy
be
women are sexy.
and there's
It's
no
a
reason
fetish.
to have those reactions.
It's a fetish to like women.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the adult woman fetish post all
Right.
over again.
Right.
But like there's no reason to have such a visceral reaction to an animation.
Mm-hmm. So, for those who don't know, heteronormative it refers to the idea of a societal values that go towards heterosexual relationships. So man and
Expecting
woman
straight
relationships.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Heteronormative just being like what you expect is just for them to be straight.
Straight.
Mhm.
Straight
It's the straight average, like,
relationships.
that's
Right.
what
Straight
people assume.
relationships.
It's a highbrow way of just literally saying straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just using big words.
Yeah. And the other thing too is that when you say something like this, like, you're like, oh, there's no trans women, there's no non-binary women. There are trans women and non-binary women that, quote unquote, and I don't love this term, but it is, they quote unquote pass. Because that's how they survive in the world around them. You're also like, you are disingenuous, like, you are, how do I say this? You are, somebody feeling what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah. Somebody help me. My brain just fucking flatlined. It's not disincentivizing. You're disregarding their lived experience. Because there are in this world non-binary and trans women that to some people would look heteronormative. There are gay women and gay men in heteronormative relationships. It doesn't disregard if they're gay or not. And when you make this leap of logic, you're making multiple leaps of logic, and you're disenfranchising people who may identify this way. JoCat has the femboy aesthetic. He dates someone that's ace. He's married to someone that's ace. You literally you're disregarding his experience in the LGBTQ community because you're being an asshole. Because you want to take someone down a peg. I do know Diesel went live. This will be the end of the stream. I will do an op raid in a little bit. Because I wanted to end it on some of these clips. So we'll do another one right here.
It's weird. This has nice guy vibes. And there's no such thing as nice guys. Hate to break it to you, okay? Not how that works. This is attempting to make yourself look harmless as a strat. It's creepy. People who say this isn't creepy are lying, in my humble opinion.
Your opinion means nothing. Your opinion actually means nothing. I will tell you this right now. Get out of your fucking basement. Your opinion means nothing.
He never liked girls.
I wouldn't even listen. From what I understand, President Sunday, somebody quote me on this, does have a partner.
Damn.
Somebody can quote me on this. I don't know if that partner is a man, woman, or non-binary. I'm not going to make any distinctions on that. Okay, so Sunday is gay. Okay, I'm a gay man myself. This is so fucking disingenuous. You are a piece of shit if you're saying shit like this. I'm sorry, but this really pisses me off.
He just can't relate.
Like saying that someone, this is not someone, you don't know the history of this person. Oh, I get the feels that they're being a nice guy. Does that person exist? Yes. Yeah.
The vibes are off. It's all vibe space.
Honestly,
it's all
Vibe
vibe
check
space.
failed.
yeah. Phobia kind of puts it best. Seems like women gross him out. It kind of gives that. It does give that feeling that it, and I don't know. This makes me upset because you don't know the history of this person, and you don't understand that there were no women that were outcrying this. He was attacked by right-wing conservatives. It's a disgusting reactionary response. Exactly. And I'm having a reactionary response to it because of the way that his coverage is. I have women on this panel that are literally speaking their minds about how they feel in this situation. And Makari knows more about the situation than any of us.
Unfortunately, being chronically online does that.
But it's like, this is so disgusting. Let's see. Okay. This will end on, because he compares him to Andrew Tate. I don't care about.
What?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
This is such a gross clip thumbnail.
JoCat is red-pilled.
We're gonna get there. This is the final one I want to cover.
JoCat is red-pilled.
It's gross. Can't it just be a cute song? No, cough. Get some basic media literacy.
No,
it's gross.
Wait.
Can't it just be a cute song? No, cough. Get some basic media literacy. Get some basic perspective. Think about just as a general thing about how this looks. Like truly, this guy wasn't run off the internet because it is an obvious intuition that this is just innocent, right?
Go on.
Like it's weird.
You know nothing.
No, go fuck off. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck
buddy.
yourself. Like, you don't know anything.
Get fucked.
You are poorly researched. You don't know anything. This is reigniting hate towards. This can potentially reignite hate towards a person who was receiving death threats for years. Basic media literacy, you don't have any.
Media literacy,
so
motherfuckers might throw a fuck at
idiotic.
their face.
It's
Yeah.
dead.
Media literacy is dead if you think that this is media literacy. If you think that you have anything to say, this dude is a little intoxicated, probably, from what I know. Which there's nothing wrong with imbibing while you're streaming, but don't say stupid shit. Honestly speaking, like, don't say shit that's gonna get you fucked up. Because this is stupid. This is really, not only this is disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself for these takes. You should actually be ashamed of yourself. I hope, Sunday, if you ever watch this, which I know sometimes you like to watch things, from what I've been told. If you ever watch this, I hope, I pray, that you educate yourself through this whole video before you get to this part, if you ever do. And you understand that what you have done is potentially reignite hate towards a person that they have attempted to put past themselves. This is embarrassing. Honestly speaking, this is embarrassing. If you consider yourself a voice in the leftist space, you should be educating yourself. This is an uneducated opinion used to take down another creator. You have problems with them, do that.
Malice, spread hate. There's like nothing other than just being hateful at this point.
This is hateful. This is honestly hateful, and you have no excuse for this. You should be doing better. do better. Any final thoughts from my panel here before we sign off?
JoCat is a treasure who should be protected at all costs.
Yep.
Real.
Pretty women are pretty.
And also true.
Mm-hmm.
Love all
Also,
women.
liking
All
women is
women are
gay.
treasure.
Yeah,
Liking women is
can
gay.
be gay.
Liking women makes you gay, guys. You're just
Liking
gay.
women is gay.
Just
liking men is even
Come
gayer.
out, admit it. Liking women means you're gay. Just
admit it.
Come to this conclusion with yourself. I don't know. Seek help. Seek therapy. Go talk to yourself in the mirror. I don't care. But talking to women means you're gay.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Makari?
And also, it's a really good thing of just being chronically online. Like, bro, if you asked anyone how they felt about this animation, that like as a normal religious person, they would probably think like nothing about it at all. They would move on with their day. The fact that so many people took this to be, I need to go attack him, is insane.
Yeah. Do
Go touch grass.
what are your thoughts?
Woman.
And listen, again, like I said, I don't hate this person. I don't hate President Sunday. I just think that this is really disingenuous. I really think that this is something that kind of like this disgusts me. Please educate yourself on this topic. Don't use other people's words or other people's content to attack someone. Attack that person directly. Don't do it. Like, this was supposed to be apparently a Vosh takedown, and you brought up stuff that this person has received death threats for, and you are telling them, oh, your trauma didn't matter. You were run off the internet because you were a nice guy, and nice guys don't exist. Come on.
Yeah. Criticize Vosh for his own merits, not some animator on YouTube.
Criticize Vosh for having
His
a thing about
head folder.
horses.
Criticize Vosh for being
Horse
Vosh.
noises. Horse noises.
Yeah. Play nays. Play nays all the time. And that, everybody, is today's Opp Block. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. We're going to be signing off because we got to go moderate a Diesel chat again. So what we're going to do is, can somebody give me the link to Diesel's video? Oh, no, I can just pull it up.
And can't we raid yet?
We can't. We have to be
Not
500. We have to be 1,000 subscribers, I believe.
Okay, that means y'all who are
Oh,
here, you gotta
boy.
sub if you're not already subbed. Please
Oh,
sub.
boy. Yes,
Please
please
sub so
sub
we
if
can
you
raid.
haven't. I'm gonna pretend that this is an op raid. Op raid, and we are out of here.